Continuation to Prospero's speech. Yesterday we discussed as to how Prospero was threatening Ariel. How come he was threatening Ariel? That if Ariel shall not be abiding by the commands of Prospero, what he shall be doing? He shall be confining him within the pine tree, and he will be confining it till that very time until he crosses 12 winters out there. Ariel, pardon, master, I'll be correspondent to command and to my spiriting gently. Now, Ariel realized his mistake. On what note Ariel realized his mistake? Ariel realized his mistake when he was threatened by Prospero. Here we can judge the character of Prospero also. Like he is having a bit of human shade also, like when his aims were not fulfilled, he was not really willing to free Ariel. But later in the play, we saw that there is a very good relationship between Ariel and Prospero, as Prospero was really feeling disheartened in order to leave this spirit. Not only, not for the reason, not for the cause that the spirit had was leaving, and he won't be able to do his further task. It was not like that, but he had so much of affection, so much of connection for Ariel, that he felt really crestfallen when he left him. In the end, we also get to know that he had left all his magical powers. That is a later part that you will be covering later. But here, Ariel, pardon, master, I'll be correspondent to command and to my spiriting gently. So, what he said? He said that, pardon, master, he apologized Prospero and he said, I'll be correspondent to command. I shall be obeying to all your commands. I shall be obeying to all your commands and do my spiriting gently and do my work gently. Here is spiriting, underlined spiriting. Spiriting is work. Prospero, do so after 2 days I'll discharge thee. Now here we get to know that he says that he'll be discharging him after 2 days. I will discharge thee. Here underline discharge. Discharge is free. Ariel, that's my noble master. What shall I do? Say what? What shall I do? So, what Ariel says, Ariel really acknowledges Prospero to be a great master, because he was really recalled as to with which prospects he was suffering and how he had extracted him out of the tree and how he had extracted him out from the black sorceries of the witch Sycorax. So, what he said, Ariel, that is my noble master. You are my real great master. What shall I do? Say what? Now he said as to what task should be performed by him. Prospero, go make thyself like nymph of the sea. Very important thing which is supposed to be recalled over here. Like discuss how Ariel materialized the tasks that were given by Prospero. Initially, we discussed that he took the shape of the flame and had created the bafflement within the sea, within the ship. He had created the bafflement and confusion within the crew of the ship members, that they were really confused and bewildered whether it is a positive woman or the negative woman. The first shape was taken, was that of a flame. The second shape, which Ariel shall be taking over here, mark in front of this speech as shape number 2, that here Prospero is instructing him to take the shape of the mermaid. Nymph is mermaid. Be subject to no sight. And what further instruction? This may come as an extract question as to what was the instruction which was given by Prospero to Ariel. Like if the prior speeches are coming, this may come as a later speech question as to what instructions were given by Prospero to Ariel later in the speech. He instructed him to take the shape of the mermaid and subject to no sight. No one should have a glance at him. He should be concealing himself, but thine and mine invisible to every eyeball else. Like what he said, Prospero instructed that Ariel should only be visible to Prospero only, but no one else. Ariel should only be visible to Prospero only, but no one else. Go take this shape and hither comment. Hence, with diligence, go and perfectly take this shape and come back. And he recalled Ariel not to be visible to any eye. Prospero, go make thyself like a nymph of the sea. Go and make yourself the nymph of the sea. take the shape of the mermaid of the sea. Be subject to no sight, but thine and mine invisible. Do not be visible to anyone. Do not be visible to anyone, and you should not be visible to any eye but mine. Go take this shape and hither come into it. Take this shape and come back over here, hence with diligence, with perfection. To Mirinda, awake, dear heart, awake, thou hast slept well. Now we saw that he made Mirinda to go to sleep because she was really tired listening to the sad story of his father. What he said, wake, heart, wake, thou hast slept well, you have slept well, awake. Mirinda, the strangeness of your story put heaviness in me. What Mirinda said? Mirinda said that the strangeness of your story, the way you have told me your story, the way you have told me regarding your atrocities that you have suffered, put heaviness in me, they have burdened my heart. Put heaviness in me, they have burdened my heart that she couldn't withstand as to how her father suffered. She couldn't withstand as to how her father suffered. Here, heaviness is not a noun, although it is written with capital. It is an abstract idea of suffering. The strangeness of your story put heaviness in me. The strange story that was told by Prospero to Mirinda, that burdened the heart of Mirinda. Prospero, shake it off. Come on. We'll visit Caliban, my slave, who never yields us kind answer. Now here, mark this, Prospero and Mirinda, they both decide to pay visit to Caliban. Here Caliban, we all know, we were introduced Caliban as a son of Sycorax. My slave, here, previously he said that Caliban is his servant, and now what he is saying, he is his slave, who never yields us kind answer, who is never kind to us, who never fills our requirement, who never gives us a fruitful answer. So, where Mirinda and Prospero had gone, Mirinda and Prospero, they both had visited Caliban, who never yields us a kind answer, who never gives us a kind answer. Mirinda, it is a villain, sir. I do not love to look on. Mirinda had shown her reluctancy in order to go over there. What she said that he is a kind of a villain. He is a kind of a villain, and she does not have any desire to visit Caliban. He's a kind of a villain, and she does not have any desire to go over there. Prospero, but as it is, we cannot miss him. Underline this. He does make a fire. Underline. Fetch in our wood. Underline. And serves in offices that profit us. What was the reason that Prospero was really reluctant and non-desirable in order to leave Caliban? There are various reasons, 3 reasons mentioned into it. That he is serving like a servant, he is serving like a slave. He prepares fire for them, he fetches the wood and serves in the offices where Prospero and Mirinda, they can't work on, and that is profitable to them. What, ho slave Caliban, thou earth, thou speak. Now, but as it is, we cannot miss him. What he said that he cannot miss him. He does make our fire. He does make our fire. He prepares fire for us. Fetch in our wood. He fetches the wood and serves in offices that profit us. He works for those offices that creates profit for us. He serves in those offices that creates profit for us. Further, what he says that what, ho slave Caliban, thou earth, thou speak. Now he contrasted Caliban to the slave of the earth. What he said, speak now. Caliban, there is enough wood within. Now Caliban here is no more willing in order to collect the wood. So what he said to his master, he said that there is enough wood and he is not willing to collect more. There is enough wood, not willing to collect more. If we go at the previous speech, what, ho slave Caliban, thou earth, thou speak. What do you mean by why he acknowledged him as earth? He acknowledged him as the slave of the earth. Thou speak now. What Caliban spoke up, there is wood enough within. There is sufficient wood, and is no one willing to collect. Prospero, come forth, I say. There is other business for thee. Come, thou tortoise, then. Underline tortoise. He compared Caliban to tortoise because he is a sluggard, he is lethargic, he is slow in finishing his work. Come forth, I say, there is other business for thee. Come forth, there is some other task for you. Come, thou tortoise, when? Come here, you tortoise. So, who is acknowledged as tortoise by Prospero? Caliban is acknowledged as a tortoise by Prospero because he is slow in doing work, he is a sluggard and lethargic. Ariel enter like a water nymph. Now, here we see the entry of Ariel in the shape of a mermaid, which no one is able to have a glance at, only Prospero. Fine apparition. Fine apparition is fine shape, my quaint Ariel, hark in thy ear. So, my quaint Ariel, my exemplary Ariel, my exquisite Ariel, hark in thy ear, listen to me in your ear. Hark in thine ear, listen to me in your ear. Fine apparition. Here, Prospero is appreciating Ariel, thereby saying that he had taken really a fine shape. Hark in thine ear. Ariel, my lord, it shall be done. Prospero, thou poisonous slave. The another thing, like the thou poisonous slave, got by the devil himself, upon thy wicked dam come forth. Now here, Caliban is also acknowledged as poisonous slave by Prospero. Caught by the devil himself. You are brought on this earth by the devil himself. You are brought on this earth by the devil himself. Upon thy wicked dam come forth. Upon thy wicked dam, in the sense when you were there within the womb of your mother, devil had himself brought you over there. Devil had himself brought you over there. Come forth. Prospero here is acknowledging Caliban like a poisonous slave. Initially, he had called him like a tortoise, and now he is calling him like a poisonous slave. And what he said, that when he was there in the mother's womb, devil had himself brought him over there. Come forth, enter Caliban, as wicked dews as my mother brushed with raven's feather from unwholesome fen, drop on you both. A southwest blow on ye and blister you all over. Caliban is nowhere happy with his master Prospero, and he had started cursing him. What he said, as wicked dew as ever my mother brushed from raven's feather, from unwholesome fen, drop you on both. Like the way her mother used to collect the dew drops from the raven's feather, from the bird's feather, from unwholesome fen in the sense from the bristles, in the same manner your body should be filled with blisters. Your body should be filled with blisters. So, filled with blister, a southwest blow on ye and blister you all over. The wind from southwest may blow and fill your body with blisters. As wicked dew as ever my mother brushed with raven's feather. Wicked dew, the morning dew, which is considered to be unhealthy. Why it is considered to be unhealthy? Because it is used for the magical prepositions. So he said, as wicked dew, as the unhealthy dew, which her mother used to collect, brushed or used to collect from the raven's feather. Raven is the bird which is more or less utilized for the purpose of doing the black magic. Raven is a sort of bird which is more or less utilized for the purpose of black magic. From unwholesome fen. From unwholesome fen is back from baneful marshes. Unwholesome fen is baneful marshes, Baneful, baneful marshes. Drop on you both. May that dew fall on your body, and a heavy hot wind should blow from southwest and may fill your body with blisters. Caliban desired that as her mother used to collect the unhealthy dew from the raven's feather, raven, a sort of bird associated with witchcraft, from unwholesome fen, from the curseable marshes, from the baneful marshes, means that sort of dew fall on you, and the heavy stormy winds blow from southwest and may fill your body with blisters.